Hello there, I'm Harriet Yashek, joined by Santiago Navarro, CEO and co-founder of Garçon Wines. Thank you for joining me.
Hi, good day. Hi, Harriet. Thank you for taking this opportunity to speak.
How does it feel to have won Best Packaging Design at the World Food Innovation Awards?
It feels great. We were honoured to win two categories, actually, at the World Food Innovation Awards, Best Sustainable Packaging and Best Packaging Design. We faced stiff competition, some amazing brands, some leading companies in both food and drink. We are a wine packaging business, but the World Food Innovation Awards covered a broad range of phenomenal companies. So we were humbled and honoured to win. It means a lot for us.
You are well known for your flat bottle design. How important is convenience for the beverage industry, and how successful is it to offer delivery services for alcohol?
So yes, that's correct. We invented the flat wine bottle to create a pack that looked like the real deal, but that was more effective and efficient throughout the supply chain. And for us as a business, that encapsulates more than just consumer convenience. It actually, there are benefits from grape to glass across the supply chain. From a consumer convenience perspective, seamless delivery in the UK to a letterbox means that you get a more convenient service for a consumer, but also means that you have a more sustainable delivery program, because avoiding missed deliveries cuts the carbon emissions through the supply chain and certainly of the delivery point. But the benefits of a flat bottle are extended right throughout the logistics and supply chain of wine. Once again, cutting costs for businesses, but also cutting their carbon emissions, which is fundamentally important. We live in a very different time. We live in a time of climate change catastrophe, possibly. And so for us, flat is a small or a simple but highly effective change to round bottles.
Is the beverage industry, in the way of packaging, moving away from PET and moving into areas such as glass?
So our view is actually that glass is the wrong material for a 21st century world, and that's a world of climate change, but also e-commerce and complex supply chains. We also do recognize, though, that the 21st century world is a world of resource scarcity and waste pollution. So for us, it's not just about using PET, which is a more efficient material for complex supply chains and e-commerce, but using a post-consumer recycled PET. And in fact, it's 100% post-consumer recycled PET is the material we use for our product. And so that means that we're using a material that's already in circulation, bringing it back and putting it to good use, ensuring it doesn't end up as waste to landfill or litter in our environment. And so for us, it's about using the right materials responsibly. It's about showing how we can use materials that are in the system and also design a product that is fully and easily recyclable afterwards. So our bottle has a plastic label and a plastic cap. It's not only made of post-consumer recyclable plastic, and that means that the bottle is very easily recyclable afterwards. Once again, showing why we not only won Best Packaging Design, in my view, but also won Best Sustainable Packaging. We are a packaging solution. We are bringing about, in our view, the most significant innovation in packaging, and in wine bottles, I should say, in the last 2 centuries. And so for us, it's fundamentally important we make the distinction about using the right materials responsibly. And in our view, there are the right plastics, and post-consumer recycled plastic and PET specifically is the right material to be using.
With the low and no alcohol space taking off for consumers, have you considered moving into this space with your flat bottle?
You say the low alcohol and no alcohol space taking off. I mean, it's at its inception, and we can always be impressed by percentage growth when something starts at nothing. Our view is that the world of wine, and certainly the majority of the space for the world of wine, are the great products that are produced around the world in a traditional way, still containing alcohol, which is part of the process of fermentation of grapes, to produce wine. Actually, there's a lot of meddling that goes in to take alcohol back out of wine. We like to have a product that is as close to what it comes out of nature as possible. So we will address any area where we think we can help that drinks product have a lower carbon footprint. It's our primary goal as a business to ensure that we can use wine as a communication tool to show how we can make simple yet game-changing changes to the status quo, following actually what the IPCC recommends we do, which is immediate and deep changes to how we operate, so that we can reduce the carbon footprint and ultimately mitigate against the climate change catastrophe. So in answer to your specific question, if there is an opportunity to help companies in low alcohol or no alcohol drinks have a more sustainable pack, then we will work towards that. But the majority of the 35 billion bottles produced and consumed across the globe annually are more traditional wines, and that's our primary focus.
And finally, what was your motivation for entering the World Food Innovation Awards?
So actually, it was great to be back to a FoodBev Media Awards. We first entered the World Beverage Innovation Awards 2017 for Best New Beverage Concept, and we were just launching the concept of a flat bottle. We had just a few samples at that point. We weren't actually a business with any commercial traction. And commercial traction is fundamentally important to proving what we do, but also reputational traction for us carries the same importance, which is why we entered the World Food Innovation Awards 2019, because building reputational traction for us allows us to build the most solid foundation on which we can build multi-channel and multi-country success. So we as a business focus as much on commercial traction as we do on reputational traction, and that includes entering key awards like the World Food Innovation Awards, but also taking opportunity and speaking very openly to the press. We have now in excess of 10 awards. We've also been covered in close to 300 publications or articles about us or featuring us. So for us, it's fundamentally important to build reputational traction, and prestigious awards like the World Food Innovation Awards is fundamental, as I say, to that foundation, building a solid foundation on which we can build a global success.
Santiago, congratulations again, and thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Harriet. Have a good day.